Well, welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've harvested my opria and walking onions, and there's some nice specimens there. Some not so nice, I don't know, but you can always be grateful. There's the walking onions. I've replanted them all now, so that bed has now been topped up, so the opria are on the left and the walking onions on the right, and there's a couple of ordinary onions there. Probably worth harvesting those now. My onions have been pulled out, and we've replaced it with some lettuce. So the white ones are the stir-on. Again, we've got some nice ones there, and the red ones are the Red Baron. That's one of the better ones, and then hiding amongst the rest of the small ones. But we're really happy with those. We've got some spare Alicante, so I've popped those there. We've taken out some of the peas, like we have here, to add a bit of a tidy up. Once it gets a bit bedraggly, I tend to tidy up. That's opened up the French beans now, give them a bit more light and air. Nick the gardener, his Hendrix snow peas, turn your back on them and they've gone over. So I should be saving those for seed now, but the ones we did have are a nice small pea and very nice indeed, and no worms in them, so I didn't get that extra crunchy taste when eating them raw. So all this was done on Sunday morning between 6 and 9 before the storm, or after the storm, can't remember now. We've had a good weed round. I've made sure that we've got beans running up each stick. Sometimes you get them running up the same, so I've untangled it and brought it around, so hopefully now all the poles have got beans on them. With this wind, some of them are struggling, but we just keep helping them now and again. Opened up all the square foot gardening beds. There's those experimental carrots. We'll let them grow on. We've just popped these in. I've got some rocket to plant today, just a few that we've took from the grow room. Definitely going to grow the lettuce in the lampshades from now on, hopefully stopping the slugs. The spring onions we planted here in the old onion bed, and the lettuces are now perking up. I've popped about 5 slug pellets in there, and as of yet can't see any snail trails, so hopefully these will perk up. It's surprising how well they're doing there. And I've given those onion heads a little bit of support. One hiding there amongst the Jerusalem artichokes, and it won't be long before we're putting some nets over those. But well, everything's doing okay. I need to get some more carrots out. They just started to go a little bit yellow. Just need to dab a bit of water on the potatoes. That's where I keep all the potatoes now. And I can't believe how well the shallots are doing. These are the Golden Gourmet, the cheap ones. We paid £1 for all of these, roughly. 3 packets, each with 12 in. And they're a nice size. If we can get them to that sort of size, I think I can get a few more jars out of those. And I've had a good clear out in the polytunnel, got rid of anything that was getting in the way. No good having it there. None of the radishes did any good, and I've tried to make sure everything's as it should be. Just need to do a bit of tying up. These well, you can see I've got small hands. Jason's a lot bigger than Colleen. But the race is on for Malvern. Who will win me a card? Let's try. So the main reason for coming up here this evening, it's Monday the 17th, is to harvest these. I've managed to source some pickling vinegar. Seems a little bit scarce at the moment. Everybody's doing a little bit. Need to do that, and I'm keeping an eye on my sweet corn. I think the winds that we had have probably blown all the pollen to somebody else's sweet corn. But I have been rubbing mans through the tops onto the tassels, and I'll be keeping an eye out. If the rats come in, I shall take the corner one out, but rats can probably jump. But keep an eye on them, take them before the rats get them. Right, we'll pop you on the tripod. Need to get these out, pull the tops off, get them composted, get home, get them in the steamer for 40-45 minutes into cold water, take the skins off, pop them in the jars. Now these were directly sown, didn't mess about. Some are going to be big, some are going to be small, but not too worried. We'll be pulling everything out, and ideal size for me is that sort of size. Get more in the steamer like that, and every year I tend to let them get too big. We didn't want these very big, that's why we've got so many here. We'll see what we've got once we've removed them. All I'll be doing is just a twist, and then all of that goes into the steamer all in one go. No what's naming, but I will show you later on. I'll just use the brush, and that cleans them up a treat, so we hardly get any dirt on it. So I need to get a net, something to pop them in. The sun's really bright. Hopefully we can see what we was looking at. Well, I've had to backtrack on what I said, because towards the middle they're quite a lot smaller, especially where we direct sowed, and I got spare seeds this end, and we got more beets in, so the more beets that were in the one place, they grew a lot slower, so I've took out the biggest. I'm just going to work my way down the right hand side, and then we'll let the rest finish off. They should grow a little bit bigger now they've got a bit more space. Well, I probably only took 50% or less, so that'll make a start. That'll probably fill the steamer up more than once. Let's get into a little bit of shade so we can see what we're doing. So I don't like washing stuff off, so all I'm going to do is give them a bit of a clean. And that'll do. Saves getting them wet. I'm going to get wet enough and all hot and bothered in about half an hour's time anyway. So crack on with that. It's well worth doing because it's minimal loss of soil from our allotments, especially when you're gardening on a budget. The less damage we do to them the better, fingernails etc. Some people say cut them off, some people twist. I twist. I found that the best way. The less they bleed the better. We want to keep all that goodness in the steamer. Job done. Let's get the rocket in. That's another little job done. They won't need watering for a while, and as soon as the other lettuce comes good, I can plant the rest of these up. So we're off home, and we've got some more cucumbers, and if I don't make it home and this switches off, happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Let's hope I see you at home. Those are the pickled shallots, silver skin onions, 2 kilos of gooseberry, black currant and white currant jam. It's set beautifully. And there was the first lot of beetroot we done. Enjoying that? We've got all the plants from Home Bargains and they've lasted really well. We'll always get our flowers from there from now on. How many balls can a dog get in his mouth? And this is £2 a jar, and I've mixed the earlier pickling with 1/3 water, so it tends to get a bit strong and makes you goes down the wrong chute, if you know what I'm saying. Gotta try it. Excuse me. Yes, I think 1/3 water. That's about right. Time goes slow when you're clock watching. What you got? Where's my slipper, Skylar? Whack, 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 whack. Can I have it back? 55 minutes later. The jars are cooking. Yeah, yeah. I'll pop that straight in the jar. Always best to wear gloves. These collapsible bowls with the drain in the middle are ideal. Mrs. K got me that so I didn't make a mess. Yep, we're on round 2. We've just got the front one steaming away, and you can set it, we normally do 40 minutes, 30 and 15, so potatoes, carrots, long beans, sweet corn, and then the soft veg, broccoli, cauliflower at the back. No more putting trays on, just let it get on with it. Well, I've used 1 lot of vinegar, so £2, so not bad. All that beetroot went into these jars, and as you can see, that one's had some regular use. 1 collapsible bowl. Lovely. Is it worth all the effort? Of course it is. I get great satisfaction of growing my own, because in the future we might not be able to get it. There's the next lot of onions, the silver skins, another lot of spring onions, and I'm going to try and grow a late cauliflower. And the sticky traps are still up there, catching those nasty flies. If you like the content, thumbs up, thumbs down for the interaction. Leave a comment, leave comments about how you pickle, do your pickles, so other people can learn from us. There's all the cuttings from the flowers and stuff we got from Home Bargains. And if you like the content, why not consider subscribing. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.